Hello everyone, and thank you for coming. We're going to be continuing with Shadowrun Dragonfall tonight. We've got a cult crush, so that'll be fun. The top of my mouth is still burned. I really did a number on it on I guess that would have been Friday. Yeah, no, it's been a little rough, this weekend, but it's starting to heal, so, I still might be, taking some talking breaks, depending on how things go, but, it's getting there. It feels like it's, like, probably got another couple of days before it's gonna be, fully healed. Hopefully, maybe a little longer, I don't know. It is what it is. Back to work today. Vacation is over. It's always sad. I could have used a whole nother week. That probably would have felt like enough, having 2 weeks instead of one. But it is what it is. I just need to win the lottery, so I just never have to work again. That would be certainly nice. But yeah, let's jump in, because I think we've got a bunch more to do here. So. The drive from the Cruz Bazaar to the Seanbuck Forest was a long one. For over 6 hours, you and Glory rode in relative silence, with only the sound of the road for company. Now you... Nothing, okay. I guess I was just reiterating what we saw last time. And that means I don't have to read all that out loud as well, so that's nice. Okay, so I guess we're going in here. Can we... Okay, we cannot go around the deck. We have to just go straight in the front. There's nowhere else to go. Alright. I guess, fuck it, we ball. Okay, is there anything other than the door? No, we're being railroaded a little here. Hey, Crow Lemon, thanks for coming. This mission, missed a few streams, but glad to catch this one. Well, I'm glad to have you here. We're gonna see how this goes, and hopefully we don't fuck it up too royally. Okay, so I guess that's the way in through, but I kind of want to explore a little first. See if we can pick up any goodies. What's in here? You can hear a distant murmuring sound coming from inside the room. Voices, 3, maybe 4 people, all talking amongst themselves. You can't make out what they're saying, but one of the voices sounds desperate. You've heard the tone before. It's the sound of a man pleading for his life. We should keep moving. Whatever's going on in there, we don't want to get involved. Sounds like somebody's in trouble in there. I don't doubt it, but we're here to kill Harrow, not the people he's brainwashed. After we've taken down the shrine, the cultists in there will be hurt, disoriented. We can deal with them then. Alright, yeah, I think listening to Glory is probably the better course of action here. But I do still want to see if I can loot anything. Okay, what's in this door? You hear voices speaking in low tones through the wood of the door. You can't make out the words, but regular choruses of rough laughter tell you that the people on the other side are enjoying themselves. Those voices belong to Harrow's acolytes. They'll have some magical training, and they like hurting people. You open that door, and we're gonna have a fight on our hands. How do you know they're acolytes? Process of elimination. Initiates aren't allowed in that room. It's one of Harrow's rules. On the rare occasion that an initiate is invited in, he usually doesn't come back out again. What happens in there? Her mouth tightens. It's a sort of lounge for Harrow's inner circle. The acolytes and the bait girls and Harrow's wives. Marta and I used to spend a lot of time in there. Let's keep moving. I don't think we need to go into the harem room right now. Oh! We found an empty one. Glory pauses at the side of the van. She traces the side of it with a claw. I remember cruising the back alleys of Tübingen looking for kids in need of help. The bake girls, Marta and the others like her, would offer them money or food or drugs or sex, whatever it took to get them into the van. And once they piled in, Harrow and I would be waiting to greet them. I remember so many nights like that. She frowns. I remember how much I used to enjoy it. You're not the same person that you were back then. Leave the past in the past. After tonight, I will. Can we sabotage the van and the other vehicles so that he can't, like, escape? I feel like that would be a good idea. Alright, how about this door? This is the Initiate's dormitory. The new arrivals are brought here. There's still hope for these kids, Cassie. Harrow hasn't had a chance to ruin them yet. I don't like how these all cut off. Good to know. We'll try to get them out of, Glory raises a hand, suddenly alert. Wait, listen. Movement in the other room. You strain your ears to listen. Soft voices from inside of the room come drifting out of a nearby vent. You hear a woman's voice. The sound is crisp and smooth and sweet, and it instantly puts you at ease. Calm now, dear. It's probably nothing. No need to worry yourself. We're so far off the beaten track, we don't get a lot of visitors. Oh, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Lord Plum. Let's do that right now. Start with the stretch. Oh, everything's popping. Ugh. Oh, I can't wait for my new bed to come on Sunday. On Saturday, actually, I think it's coming. It's gonna be so nice being in a bed that doesn't make me sore every morning. And let's take a drink. Actually, I'm gonna need to refill this soon. Alright. Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see Glory's back stiffen. She flinches as though she's been stung. I bet that's Marta. Another voice, high-pitched and pleading. An adolescent boy. But what if it is someone? What if the bad people have found us? What if they followed me here and they've come to... The female voice cuts in, soft and comforting. Well then, we'll send them away. You're perfectly safe here. You have to believe that. Don't worry, dear heart. Harrow won't let anything hurt you. Or anyone hurt you. Not here in this place. Not ever again. You hear another boy's voice. This one is deeper. Yep, I was right. Are you certain, Marta? Positive. Be calm, all of you. As long as you're here with us, nothing bad will ever happen to you. Is that your Marta, Glory? She gives a curt nod. Not mine, Harrow's. But she's the Marta from my story, yes. What do you want to do? Glory pauses, grits her teeth. Finally, she spits out an answer. I don't know. If she's still here, she'll be Harrow's number one, my old position. He had his way with all of us, but he was always sweet on Marta. Part of me wants to kill her. She's the reason why a lot of kids wound up here, including me. She grits her teeth, and the razors flick out of her fingertips. A second later, she retracts them. But there isn't time. This isn't what we're here for. You're right. We can deal with Marta later after we've accomplished what we came here to do. Yeah. After a brief pause, she nods. Marta's voice floats back out through the vent. Hush now, boys, and get some rest. You've got a big day tomorrow. The biggest day of your lives. You get to meet Harrow. I promise you, after you speak with him, you'll see the whole world in a different way. A better way. The adolescent voice trembles at a response. All right, Marta. Have a good night. A lovely musical laugh pours through the vent. You too, dear heart. All of you. You hear the distant voice of a door sliding shut. Glory takes a deep breath, then releases it. Let's go, Cassie. We need to deal with that shrine. Let's do it. Okay, let's see. Any other doors that we can go through? Oh, we can actually go into this one. What do we got in the medicine cabinet? Ho ho ho! A level 2 med kit! Don't mind if I do. Anything in here? Nope, just a bathtub. Okay, so just a level 2 medkit, which is still solid, but I was kind of hoping for more through that second door. What's this one? Oh, a room we can go into. Oh, what do we got here in the fridge? As you open the refrigerator door, a whiff of ammonia sticks in your nostrils. Watery light glints off of the door's polished interior. The fridge is stacked full of large plastic bins, all tightly sealed and neatly labeled. It's hard to tell through the opaque plastic, but they appear to be full of meat. I don't like the sound of that. They may be a cult, but they didn't buy the cheap kit at least, yeah. Alright, let's inspect the containers. You pop the lid off a container to take a closer look. The first thing that hits you is the smell. The meat in here is beyond rancid. White mold frosts the sides of the bin, and it's all that you can do to keep from gagging. As you rush to put the lid back on, you recognize a familiar shape in the rotten meat. A mangled human hand. Oh, that's gross. Is that what I think it is? Glory's voice is flat. Ritual supplies. The adversary prefers them aged. Oh, great. Harrow teaches all of the initiates how to do it. How to harvest the meat, how to store it, how to label it. Nobody likes doing it at first, but you learn. By the end, it doesn't even bother you anymore. I get the picture. I warned you that you'd see things you didn't want to in here. You weren't lying. She turns away from you. Come on, let's keep moving. Yeah, let's leave the rotting meat fridge. We did not check this one yet. Oh, we can go in here. Large book. An ostentatiously large tome sits cradled on this pedestal. The paper is robust and fibrous, and the binding has been expertly stitched. A steel plate running along the book's spine anchors it to the pedestal. Glory stares down at it, frowning. Harrow's manifesto. The handcrafted line of bullshit that he feeds to his initiates. We all ate it up with a smile, and came away convinced that he was a genius. She leafs through the pages with an articulated finger. Looks like he's expanded it over the last few years. It's at least twice as thick as it was when I lived here. Maybe there's something in there we can use. I wouldn't want to hang around long enough to find out. This is Harrow's personal library. He used to experiment in here. There were dangerous things in here, Cassie. Sick things. I was never allowed in this room without Harrow. Nobody was. He said that it was for our safety, and I think that he was telling the truth. She pauses. I feel uneasy being in here. I don't want to stay any longer than we have to. I've been on edge since we came in, but that doesn't change the fact that we should learn what we can. Alright, I'll watch your back, but try to be quick. Sure, we'll leaf through it. You flip through the early pages of the manifesto, find what looks like a good place to jump in, and start to read. When I first set out on the path to free living, I realized that I'd have to rethink all of my earlier assumptions about life. I'd have to question my own values and beliefs, and I'd need the strength to trust in the answers that came to me. The prospect was daunting, but it was also necessary. The road to true freedom is paved with unanswered questions. After all, you can't learn to be free from a book. The answers won't come from a Bible, an instruction manual, or a code of conduct. If you don't learn that, you'll never break your chains. The path to true freedom is one that each of us must walk on his or her own. What makes life worth living? What in life is truly valuable, and what is the dross that can be burned away? I spent weeks dissecting every aspect of my life to find the answers to these questions. Slowly, agonizingly, I pared down the list until only 4 items remained. These 4 items became the cornerstones of my new philosophy, and the basis for everything that first L stands for. Love, the first cornerstone and the most important. Without love, life is bland and meaningless. Without love, we might as well be machines. Love what you do. Love the people around you. But above all, love yourself. Self-determination, the second cornerstone. Sorry, burn in my mouth is not fun. The second cornerstone. Each of us must be his or her own shepherd. No more gods and no more kings. Your life is your own. Lash out against anyone or anything that tries to treat you like property. An assault on your freedom is an assault on your whole being, and it must be met with an equally ferocious response. Charity. The third cornerstone. A miserly life is an empty life. If each of us is his or her own master, then nobody should live as a serf. By helping others along the path to enlightenment, so do we enrich our own lives. Passion, the final cornerstone. Complacency is poison, be wary of it. Ambition is the key to a fulfilling life. Don't settle for what is. If you do, you abandon what could be. You hear a rustling sound behind you. Glory. Turning, you can see a troubled look on her face. That ominous feeling is getting stronger, Cassie. Feels like we're being watched. Yeah, I think we should probably leave. Let's check these out. Terminal. We don't have the hacking to do it. Can we interact with this computer here? No. Alright, we don't have the hacking skills to take care of that computer. And we're not allowed to bring Blitz with us, so... Alright, let's hit the door. Oh! We've got lots of willpower, so we can do this. The door shimmers with a faint red light. As you approach the door, you can feel a squirming sensation in the back of your skull. Your limbs begin to tingle and feel heavy. The closer that you get to the doorway, the more of a struggle it is to continue moving forward. It feels as though the strength is being siphoned from your body. Fuck you, we're strong-willed. You grit your teeth and lean forward, forcing your heavy limbs to move through sheer force of will. As you near the doorknob, it begins to glow red. Crackling sparks leap from the glowing brass, and the crisp smell of ozone fills the air. Okay. You wrestle an arm up from where it hangs at your side and reach for the sparking doorknob. A moment later, you feel a cold metal hand grasp your shoulder. Glory. She speaks a single word. Don't. Well, this is what we're here for. Alright, I guess we'll step back, if Glory tells us to. As you step away from the door, the crawling sensation gradually recedes. A moment later, the strength returns to your limbs. Glory stares into the light, frowning. The shrine room is through there, but this barrier wasn't here before. Harrow must have warded the doorway after I ran. How do we get through? The ward is like a lock. There must be a key. A grimace crosses her face. And I know who has it. There's only one person here that Harrow would offer it to. Marta. She nods. Looks like we're gonna have to confront her after all. The razors flick out of her fingers. Let's go. Alright, okay, so I don't think we would have been able to actually go through the door regardless. It probably would have just injured us. But we do know where Marta is now. She was... Oh, good, it gave us a little symbol anyways. So I guess it's this one. Listening at the vent, you hear only the sound of moving air. Let's get sneaky. How do you do, fellow kids? The initiate closest to the door whips his head up to look at you. He takes a stutter step backward in alarm, then opens his mouth to cry for help. You don't want to do that. Glory looks deep into the initiate's eyes, transfixing him. We're not here to hurt you. Oh, and we've got the right etiquette for this. If we wanted to kill you, you'd already be dead. You've lived on the street. You know how this works. Slowly, the initiate seems to calm down. Yeah, you're right. But if you don't want to hurt anyone, why are you here? We just want to have a word with Marta. A private word between old friends. Understand? The initiate nods. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, I guess. Cool. I assume because we had that etiquette, it means that we don't have to fight these guys. What happens if we talk to the female initiate? The initiate by the door is staring at Glory's limbs, her eyes wide. She's a mousy little thing, probably somewhere in the vicinity of 17 years old, with purple contact lenses and a shock of blue hair. She glances up at Glory, blinking. You used to live here, didn't you? I've seen your picture before. Glory's expression remains neutral. Really? I think so. I didn't look at it long, but it was in a room that I wasn't supposed to be in. But I'm pretty sure that it was you. It probably was. You're right, I did live here, a long time ago. I was like you back then, a scared kid brought here by Marta for a chance at a new life. I like Marta. She's so nice. I always feel safe when I'm with her. Most adults aren't like that. They either don't notice you or they do for the wrong reasons. But Marta, she cares about us. There's a long pause, and then the initiate looks to you. Screwing up her courage, she speaks. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go ahead. Well, I overheard Marta talking with Mr. Harrow yesterday. I think that they were talking about our meeting with him. The one that Marta was just telling us about, where we'll learn to see the world in a different way. Go on. Well, I couldn't really hear the whole conversation. It was all muffled. But what I could hear was kind of weird. Mr. Harrow said some stuff about a shrine, and then he sounded like he changed the subject because he started talking about dinner. Something about chopping up meat. Well, Marta got real upset. Said they're too new, they're not ready, make the older ones do it. Stuff like that. But then Mr. Harrow said some other things, and then she calmed down again. When she left, she was smiling. And so I was just wondering, do you know what they were talking about? Okay, so it's a good thing that we went and looked around the place before we did this, because we do know what they're talking about. I want to make sure that Marta's okay, but I can't ask her about it because I don't want her to find out that I was eavesdropping. I think you know what Harrow has... I think that I know what Harrow has planned for you. Have you ever opened the fridge in the other room? No, why? Is that what we're going to make for dinner? Glory cuts in, her voice is gentle. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll make sure that Marta's okay. We can't tell them about the meat fridge. Alright, but don't tell her I told you, please? Don't worry, we won't. How long have you been here, by the way? Almost a week. She shuffles her feet. Eventually, she looks up with a small smile. It's wonderful. Of course it is. It's so much nicer than living on the street, isn't it? Glory's face is kind, but her tone is one of incredible sorrow. You be good, sweetie. Don't you worry. We'll take care of Marta. The girl smiles sheepishly and steps back. As you pass by her on your way to the door, Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. It's like I thought. Things have changed in the past few years. How so? Back when I lived here, Harrow would never have let such a fresh convert prepare a sacrifice. He'd wait until she was in so deep, until she felt so indebted to him, that she couldn't turn tail and run. It was a rule. You let newcomers get settled for a month, maybe two, before teaching them the more unsavory aspects of cult life. Even then, you'd start them off slow. Their first lessons would use pork or chicken, never human meat. That didn't come until much later. Indoctrinating a new recruit after a week is risky as hell, and he never would have done it when I lived here. I think it's this one, the shrine. He's using it to brainwash the initiates faster than he used to. She nods. That's what I'm thinking. Harrow's getting lazy, letting his captive spirit do the heavy lifting for him. So what does this mean for us? I'm still working on that, but I don't think that the shrine is just a tool for Harrow anymore. I think that he relies on it. He's using it as a crutch. She cocks her head slightly, a thoughtful expression on her face. I think that he's let himself become dependent on the damn thing. Good. If the bastard's going soft, it should be that much easier for us to take him down. She nods, a fierce look in her eye. On that, we're agreed. Alright. Let's go say hi to our old friend. Marta is just on the other side of this door. However this goes, we're gonna have to move quickly afterward. If she dies, Hera will know it, and I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she lives. So we take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Yeah. I just want to save before we run in there. I don't think 3 karma is enough to do anything of value. Alright. Let's say hi. The woman in this room is lovely. Full lips contrast artfully with her fine elvish features, and a tumble of fire-red hair spills down over her shoulders. Beyond her physical beauty, there's something inherently approachable about her. She exudes an almost palpable aura of kindness and warmth. Marta, Glory's old lover, the lure that Harrow used to draw her, and so many others to Firstel. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory. As she takes in her cyberware, her mouth falls open in horror. Glory? Yes, Marta, it's me. Glory's voice is cold. It's been a long time. It has. Marta swallows. The horrified look hasn't left her face. Glory, what have you done to yourself? What I had to do. I got out, Marta. This was the only way. Oh, Glory. All at once, the horror on Marta's face is replaced with an expression of profound sorrow. I am so, so sorry. Marta steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. All at once, something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid, and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. What did Marta do? Her voice frosts over with cold rage. Don't you touch me. You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. Marta stops short. One of his creatures? Glory, what are you talking about? I think this is between Glory and Marta. You know as well as I do. You worship that monster. You seduced me into coming here so that I would worship him. If you hadn't found me, if you hadn't baited me, none of this would have happened. None of what? I haven't done anything. If you just left me where you found me, I never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to that abomination that you all worship. And I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it all started with you. She looks genuinely hurt. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the street. A beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in a gutter. I pulled you away from all of that. I saved you. There's a long pause. Glory stares into Marta's eyes, her expression unreadable. I don't feel much anymore, Marta. Most of the time I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. The razors flick out of Glory's fingertips. Her lip curls into a snarl. Another lie, the last one you'll ever tell. I don't think that she's lying, or at least she doesn't think so. She believes what she's saying. That's because it's true. I'll prove it to you. The words come stammering out of her. Her eyes are fixed on Glory's razors. Ask me anything you want. I'll show you that I'm telling the truth. I never wanted anything bad to happen to you, Glory. Not ever. She wheels to face you. Why are you listening to her? She's just telling you what you want to hear. That's her whole purpose here, remember? She's bait. Why should we listen to anything she has to say? Knowing how the shrine is affecting her mind might help us. Sure, we'll go with that. She fumes at you, but only for a moment. You might be right. Marta looks from you to Glory, a confused expression on her face. Her voice goes quiet. There's nothing wrong with my mind, Glory. I don't even understand what you two are talking about. No, of course you don't. She fidgets in agitation. I understand your interest in learning more about this, Cassie, but we're wasting time, and we need that key. If Harrow gets back here before we've dealt with that shrine, we're fucked. Let's use our street etiquette. Glory's caught between an elf and an elf right now. Yeah, 2 red-headed elves. Her worst nightmare. I've spent enough time on the street to learn how to read a person, and I'm telling you, Marta loves those kids. Bullshit. You're falling into the same trap that I did. Marta holds her silence. She looks at you with wet, lustrous eyes. I don't think that she wants to hurt anybody, Glory. Some part of her doesn't understand what this place really is. Glory stares at you for a moment, naked hostility on her face. Then the razors slide back into their housings with a click. All right, Marta, convince me. Convince you of what? That I'm not a monster? I don't know how to do that, Glory. You can start by telling me how you sleep at night. You know what happens to the kids that you bring here. You know what happened to me. But you're still luring them here, into Harrow's clutches, all these years later. So tell me, how do you live with yourself? Explain it to me. For a moment, you can see the conflict behind Marta's eyes. If cognitive dissonance had a face, it would be hers. Confused, frightened, angry, at war with herself. For a moment, she struggles to speak. Then the whispering sensation that you felt outside of the compound comes back, and her face changes. The muscles of her brow relax, and she appears to be at peace. Why are you asking me this, Glory? You already know the answers. The kids here, they aren't being hurt. They're walking the path to a free and pure life, just like Harrow taught us. Yeah, the shrine's whispering to her. I can feel it too. She's blissed out on it, like you said. Marta continues, her joyful smile widening. Her voice is placid. Harrow is a great man, a prophet. True, sacrifices have to be made, but when he brings what he brings in return, it's so much love, Glory. You remember. Glory grits her teeth, but gives you a small nod. Yeah, you're right. After so many years living here, I don't know if she even knows what normal feels like anymore. She steps forward and grabs Marta by the shoulders. It's a curiously soft gesture. Marta, if what you're saying is true, if you ever really did care for me, then please, give me your key. It's important. She blinks. Key? Whatever you use to get past the wards outside of Harrow's shrine. I need it. Don't ask why, just do this for me. You owe me that much. She looks momentarily conflicted. Then the moment passes. No. Harrow said that I had to guard this. He told me that I could never take it off. I can't question one of Harrow's orders. It would be wrong. I don't have the academic etiquette. Oh, we did read the beginning of his book. So we might be able to convince her. What if I could convince you that it wouldn't be wrong to question him? She blinks. Then that thing that you saw behind her eyes locks down again, and the flicker of unease on her face is replaced with an easy smile. You're welcome to try, but I promise you'll walk away from this apologizing for how wrong you were. Harrow is a great man. Firstell is a good place. Stay here for a while, and you'll learn that for yourself. She crosses her arms over her chest. Go ahead, ask your questions. We have nothing to hide. I've read Harrow's manifesto. It looks like he spends a long time talking about charity. Oh, we didn't read far enough, so we can't use that. Yes, of course, charity. The kind that I practice when I rescue young people from the streets. You have a funny definition of charity. No, I mean it in the same way that anybody would. We provide these runaways with food, shelter, and a sense of purpose. We set them free. If that isn't charitable, I don't know what is. Harrow is hurting the runaways that you bring here. You can see that, can't you? Her smile shifts into an expression of mock concern. Hurting? How so? He's going to make the initiates, the young initiates, like the girl in the next room, do something horrible. Her smile slowly fades. That girl, such a sweet young thing. I rescued her from a bad place, Glory. Her and the boys in that dorm as well. But they're all safe now, and isn't that what's important? Are they? You know what I'm talking about, Marta. The harvesting. The meat. Marta blinks. She looks momentarily confused, and then you see the conviction clamp back down behind her eyes. It's regrettable, yes, but it happens for a good reason. The sacrifices keep us safe here, and safety is something that a lot of these kids have never known. The initiates have to learn how things are done here. We all have our responsibilities. Did you have anything else to say? Any other examples of how Harrow is supposedly hurting us to wave in my face? If so, do it. I'm all ears. I can't promise that you'll like my response, though. He's corrupting you all. How many of them has he taken as his wives, yourself included? She rolls her eyes at you. A lesson in Puritan values from a Shadowrunner. How quaint. This isn't about you. I don't care what you do, Marta. I'm talking about child abuse. Harrow doesn't take the young ones for wives. I don't know what Glory's told you, but he isn't a monster. And even the youngest initiates here aren't children. Not really. Her voice goes soft. Life on the street took that from them a long time ago. Forstel lets them be themselves, but in a safe place. Certainly safer than the back alleys of some urban hellhole like the one that you live in. I was young when he chose me, Marta. Maybe not innocent, but young. Somewhere deep down, you know that this is wrong. When you lived with us, you didn't think it was wrong. You loved it here. You can rewrite history to cast yourself as a victim if you want to. If demonizing me helps, you can do that too. But nobody ever forced you to do anything, Glory. Glory falls silent. The color drains from her face. Okay, I think it's time to wrap things up. This is clearly a difficult subject. I don't know what you were hoping to achieve by bringing it up, but I promise you, you aren't going to convince me to abandon my way of life. Our ways here are our own. You can't change that. All that you can do is accept and move on. Alright, let's talk about something else. Give us the amulet, Marta. It's the right thing to do. I don't know if you expected any of that to mean anything, but it doesn't. None of it matters. She fishes the amulet out of her blouse. It dangles on a golden chain glinting in the firelight. If you want this, you're going to have to kill me for it. Glory shifts into an attack posture. When she speaks, her voice is unsteady. I'm sorry that it came to this, Marta, but you're too far gone to save. If what you want is a fight, we'll give you one. I wonder if we had read the rest of the book, if we would have had the ability to talk her down. Or maybe I needed to have that etiquette. I didn't want this, Glory. I wish that we could have come out of this friends. You haven't convinced me of anything, and I made a promise to protect this with my life. Best of luck with that. I won't need luck, outsider. Harrow, my husband, taught me how. She stares at Glory, and her eyes are sad. She raises her hands, and they begin to glow. See for yourself. Okay. We're in a good position, and she is not. How do you like... Oh, wait, no, she's got a lot of armor. Let's, strip her first. Yeah, love that armor stripping. And now we zap her. There we go. Glory can go into her claws. I haven't actually used Glory in a long time. She's got a whole bunch of options here that I've never really done much with. Dual razors. What is this? More internal damage. -2 damage, but +5 stacking bleed. Slash followed up by a kick. Pierces armor. We don't need to do that because we already got rid of her armor. A 2-hit combo with the hand razors also strips armor. Yeah, so we don't actually need to strip the armor. This could possibly reduce her AP, so let's go for that, because she's down to 1 as it is. Can we get around behind her? Guess not. Really? You missed? Alright, with damage 11, this is lower damage but could stun and do things. So let's... There we go. Oh, good. We popped her AP, so she is now stunned. Okay, good. So let's, I guess, Mana Bolt. Can't we just take it off of her while she's stunned? Wouldn't that make things nice and easy? Alright, let's zap her. Good. Glory stands staring at the red ruin of Marta's body. Her eyes flit down to her claws, and an expression of growing horror creeps across her face. You okay, Glory? It takes her a long time to respond. Her voice is choked with long dormant emotion. No, I'm not. We are not going to throw shade at Glory over this. Well, get your game face back on. We still have Harrow's Shrine to deal with. She snarls out an answer. Her face is flushed red. Yes, I know. Back down and give me a moment. To your astonishment, you see that her eyes are welling with tears. Glory. All at once, the blood drains from her cheeks. She wipes the water from her eyes with a cold metal hand. Save the consolation speech. I'm over it. Her voice is frigid, dead. She nods in the direction of the shrine room door. We got what we came here for. Let's go finish this. You know... I am so tempted to go back to our previous save and actually read that book. But I don't know... Like, I don't know if we've basically just fucked up the mission. Like, as far as getting Glory's loyalty mission done. Because I don't know if we needed to, like, keep her alive in order to get the best ending or whatever. Alright, well, we got the amulet. Hey, male initiate. I wouldn't say fucked up, but nobody can hold it against you for trying to get the better outcome. You know at best, but you can at least complete it. If you wanted to, now's the time. Okay. Couldn't be helped. Yeah. Alright, yeah, let's reload. Because we did just save right outside the door here. Which is why we saved there. My only concern is that if we read too much of the book, then Harrow might show up. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, or if that's just like a... oh no, things are feeling spooky. Alright, continue reading. Yeah, leafing through the middle of the book, you find a section dedicated to Harrow's rules of living. Be free in all things, and experience that freedom with your whole being, mind, body, and spirit. Discard the oppressive traditions of modesty and shame that you've been indoctrinated with since birth. The free thinker has no use for them. Your body's a source of pride, of pleasure, and of succor, for yourself and for others. Enjoy it and share that joy freely with those who desire it. Be selfish. Don't enslave yourself to others at the expense of your own happiness. Take what you want and do so unashamedly. Our desires are an important part of what makes us human. Society has trained us to hide that part of ourselves from the world, but the free living person doesn't cower in the shadows. Own your desires and rejoice in them. Selfishness is ultimately dishonest, and dishonesty has no place in a free society. Oh, selflessness is ultimately dishonest. Show reverence. The free living person understands that the only true governance in this world is the law of nature, and that in nature there is a hierarchy. The rabbit doesn't question the wolf. The mouse does not wonder why it must run from the cat. They do because they must. Their survival depends on it. As it is in nature, so it is in Firstel. Know your place in the food chain and understand the mechanisms by which you can better yourself. You leaf forward and find that there are at least 20 more pages worth of rules. Each is worded vaguely enough to have multiple interpretations. Yeah. The final pages of the manifesto devolve into semi-cohesive rants about anarchy, social Darwinism, free love, and the Horned God. You've seen this kind of thing before. Harrow's philosophy is collapsing under its own weight. Unfortunately, none of his cultists seem to have caught on to that fact. Glory lets out a startled cry. Ah, shit. Cutting your sentence short. Out of the corner of your eye, you see her wheel to face something behind you. All at once, the room fills with a slaughterhouse smell, a smell like blood and bile and feces, the stench of an abattoir. As you turn, you catch sight of something sliding into the world. It looks like a charred man with a pair of tortured faces where its shoulders should be. The thing burns like a Roman candle, spitting white-hot sparks in a fiery plume. An oily substance runs down between its dangling legs and spatters onto the floor, and where those drips land, they burn. Cassie, look out! Oh, it's a summoned nuke. Oh, and it missed me. Alright, Mr. Seeker. You've got armor, so let's, remove it. And then, let's get zappy. Very good. Glory! Where's the... This one can pierce armor. 68% is not great, but we'll try it. Okay, well that didn't work. Alright, let's try eviscerating. Or not. Oh, it didn't actually do anything. Okay. Flamethrower? It's only a 60% hit chance. Let's go with Mana Bolt. Seriously? How disappointing. Alright, we'll try the 60% hit chance. Well, that worked. The body of the thing that attacked you begins to dissolve at the moment of death. As you watch, its tissues break down into a growing slick of bubbling pitch and rendered fat. What the hell was that? Something from another place. Glory stares at the remains of the creature, now a dark stain on the library's floorboards. Like I said outside, the boundaries between the physical world and astral space are weak here. Things can come through. I think we've gotten everything from the book that we're going to. She nods. Let's get the hell out of here. We need to keep moving anyway. Alright, is there anything else that we can possibly do? Can we get into here now? No, we still don't have any hacking. Okay. I am very curious about what would happen if we continue trying to open the fucking door. Oh no, we're already past that point. Okay, fine. I thought that we hadn't done that yet. That's my mistake. Oh well. Now, armed with our new terrible knowledge, let's see if we can, get through to her. Alright. Time to mash dialogue. Yeah, she does her thing, blah 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 blah. We're gonna skip all this. Creatures... Say nothing, yeah. Yeah, I don't think she's lying. Knowing how the shrine's affecting her mind might help us. Yeah, we'll use our street etiquette. Don't think she wants to hurt anybody. Oh, maybe I should have gone to the other rooms where the person was being tortured. We might do that. We'll do that if we still can't convince her. I haven't even been in for stealth for an hour, Marta. In that time, I found evidence of horrifying levels of abuse. She flinches in agitation, but you hear the whispering again, and she calms herself. Her joyful smile widens. Nothing that happens here is without reason. Harrow is a great man, a prophet. When you meet him for yourself, you'll understand. He'll make you see. She's too far gone to parse what you're saying, Cassie. After so many years of living here, I don't know if she even knows what normal feels like anymore. Yeah, so she steps forward and goes after the key. You questioned him about what he's planning on doing with those initiates back there. Was that wrong? That's different. She blinks, then that whispering sound returns, soft and insistent, and the flicker of unease on her face is replaced with an easy smile. You wouldn't understand. Then maybe you could explain it to me. Maybe if you could answer my questions, I'd be able to see the light. She nods eagerly. Yes, please go on and ask your questions. I'll explain everything, and you'll see how perfect and right our way really is. How beautiful it can be. Okay. So we did read the rest of the book now, so we should have that other option available to us for the charity answer here. So we're going to go into that. Here we go, yeah. But then in his rules of living, he says that all free thinkers are supposed to be selfish. Well, yes, but... And after that, he says that only the strong deserve to prosper, so which is it? Marta blinks. She looks momentarily confused, and then you see the conviction clamp back down behind her eyes. You just don't understand the beauty of his message, the truth behind it. Alright, Harrow is evil, you get that, right? I mean, he worships the devil. What else do you need? The smile dies on Marta's face. I don't know what Glory told you, but the adversary isn't the devil. Calling him that, reducing him to a cartoonish embodiment of evil, is an insult. The adversary that I revere is the personification of rebellion, conflict, and change, of anarchy. And we'll get back to that right after the break, so stick around. Okay, we are back. Let's continue. Yeah, so the adversary that I revere is the personification of rebellion, conflict, and change, of anarchy. The fact that you live in Berlin but hold the adversary in contempt proves one of two things. Either you're ignorant or you're a hypocrite. Maybe the adversary isn't evil, but Harrow's interpretation of him certainly is. Her lip curls into a sneer. Harrow warned us about this kind of backward thinking, but I wasn't expecting to hear it from you. I'd always assumed that you Shadowrunners were savvy enough to know that good and evil don't exist. 9 times out of 10 I'd agree with you, but Marta, the adversary is a special case. Somewhere deep down, you must know that. Marta sighs, and her voice takes on a condescending tone. I don't have to believe anything that you tell me. You don't get to dictate my spiritual beliefs. The fact that you're even trying is sad, Glory. I expected more from you. I'm done with this. If you want to go on slandering the idol that I serve, do it somewhere else. As for you, you can either change the subject or you can get ready for a fight. I won't hear any more of your blasphemy. Harrow's hurting the runaways that you bring here. You can see that, can't you? Her smile shifts into an expression of mock concern. Hurting? How so? He's going to make the initiates, the young initiates, like the girl in the next room, do something horrible. Her smile slowly fades. That girl, such a sweet young thing. I rescued her from a bad place, Glory. Her and the boys in that dorm as well. But they're all safe now, and isn't that what's important? Are they? You know what I'm talking about, Marta. The harvesting. The meat. Marta blinks. She looks momentarily confused, and then you see the conviction clamp back down behind her eyes. It's regrettable, yes, but it happens for a good reason. The sacrifices keep us safe here, and safety is something that a lot of these kids have never known. The initiates have to learn how things are done here. We all have our responsibilities. Did you have anything else to say? Are there any other examples of how Harrow is supposedly hurting us to wave in my face? If so, I'm all ears. I can't promise that you'll like my response, though. He's corrupting you, wives... She rolls her eyes at you. A lesson in Puritan values from a Shadowrunner. How quaint. The child abuse one didn't actually work. Well, maybe we'll try it again. Yeah, go through that dialogue that we had. I can see that Harrow has you brainwashed into thinking this is okay, but Marta, it isn't. You just don't know when to give up, do you? Our ways aren't yours, but that doesn't give you the right to judge us. Who are you to impose your ideology on this commune? An outsider, someone who hasn't been corrupted by Harrow or his pet spirit. I'd say that qualifies me to offer an opinion. I'll tell you what you are. You're the kind of person that Harrow has always warned us about. Your sense of moral outrage doesn't trump our right to live the way we choose. She takes a deep breath, struggles to calm herself. If you have more accusations to hurl at my husband, go ahead and do it. I'll tell you how wrong you are. I'd prefer to keep this conversation civil, but that's up to you. Something else? What else do we have? Alright, well, we're running out of options here. Give us the amulet, Marta. It's the right thing to do. Oh yes, she nods eagerly. I'll give it to you. She fishes the amulet out of her blouse. It dangles on a golden chain, glittering in the firelight. Here, it's all yours. Oh, this feels like a bad idea. What happens if I try and take it? As you reach forward, Marta steps back with the opposite leg and brings her palm down an overhead slap. How do I not have it? I thought I had enough dodge. I guess I don't. I must have dodge 4. Try to react. You flinch away, but too slowly. The blow lands somewhere between your neck and shoulder, and you feel an explosion of pain. Marta dances back out of your reach, and the blood spurts from your neck in an arterial spray. A disposable single-edged razor blade. She must have been palming it the entire time that you were talking to her, and now it's buried in the meat of your neck. Wonderful. Cassie. The razors flick back out of Glory's fingers. She locks eyes with Marta. Wishes could have turned out differently. I'll keep the... Yeah, okay. And I've been severely wounded. Okay, so that didn't work out. If that's the case, then... Okay. So, the lines of dialogue that we've got so far are not sufficient, although we did get a little further. She didn't offer the amulet last time in such a way, although I really wish that I had more dodge. I don't think that my current karma is enough to give me... No, I'm at 4. I need 2 more karma. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to head out and check on that room where the guy was being hurt or whatever. Because we need more evidence. Yeah, agonized screams pour out from under the door. Whatever the cultists are doing to their captive, they're taking their time doing it. Yeah. We need to deal with this. That's fine. Your guys' aim sucks. I assume that guy is not an enemy. Yeah, there's just the 2 acolytes. Let's see. Where can I get some actual cover? Can I get some actual cover? This chair kind of gives me cover. They're sort of close. They do have armor, though, so let's strip the armor. Glory can, I guess, start making her way in. She's got plenty of armor, so I'm not... Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's very not great. Let's heal up Glory here. And then let's... Lightning Bolt. Yep, that'll do. Okay, so Glory's being acided right now, which is not great. But she should be able to... Compound attack. Yep, that's good. Followed by... Eviscerate, I guess. If we can get some bleed on there, that'd be great. That's fine. She's still wounded, but not enough for me to be super concerned about. Let's do a strip armor again. And then... 69... yeah, let's just use a mana bolt. It's not great, but, it's sufficient. Yeah, the other guy's already dead. He died of his wounds. So what do we have here? Dual razor, we don't need to do that. We can just use a regular razor. Or we could do fray armor? No, he's already been stripped of armor, so it's fine. That works. Very good. He's already been stripped of armor, so let's... Fireball, I guess? Or not fireball, whatever the heck that was. Flamethrower. Alright, a park ranger. I have a feeling he's not supposed to be here. You step toward the park ranger. His eyes are wide, and they move from you to Glory to the scene of carnage in the room. It takes you a moment to realize that Glory isn't following you. You turn to find her standing in place, staring at the bodies of the slaughtered acolytes. Her expression is unreadable. Had to be done, Glory. They would have killed him. Back when I lived here, I would have too. She looks away. All that we've done is trade 2 innocent lives for 1. Maybe so, but they were the ones holding the knives. After a long pause, she nods. Yeah. The ranger staggers forward, then collapses to his knees. He's bleeding in a dozen places from long, shallow wounds. The blood pours from his body in sheets, pooling on the slick hardwood floor. Hey, Faust, thanks for coming. I don't know who you are, but thank you. He grimaces and claps a hand on his left forearm. Blood oozes between his fingers. Those monsters were going to bleed me out. They took turns cutting me, carved up my arm like a holiday roast. Can you patch him up, Glory? She kneels beside him to inspect the damage. I can fix this. He'll need a trip to the hospital, but I can get him on his feet. Glory goes to work binding the park ranger's wounds. Within a few minutes, she staunched the worst of the bleeding. Thank you. He struggles back to his feet. I think I can make it out of here on my own. My truck isn't far from here. When you get to the hospital, people are going to have questions. What are you going to tell them? He stares at Glory for a moment, then his eyes flit to you. What do you want me to say? Yeah, sure, we'll go with this. Tell them whatever you like. By this time tomorrow, this place won't exist anymore. He nods. If that's what you want. He limps a few steps forward, then looks back at Glory. I owe you my life, Fraulein. I owe you both. Glory steals another glance at the dead cultists. She looks back up at the ranger and gives him a curt nod. When they took me, they confiscated my gear. I saw them stash it behind a vent in the garage before they dragged me in here. I don't need it. It'd only slow me down. I'll take it. Thanks. Okay, cool. So we can go to the garage and get some stuff. What's on the trid? Glory stares at the old Trivid player. When she speaks, her voice is flat. It's unbelievable how little things have changed. I remember stealing this for Harrow. The owner, well, he didn't need it anymore. I remember how proud Harrow was, how loved I felt. He was using you, just like he uses everyone else. You said so yourself. Of course he was, but he couldn't have done it if I hadn't allowed myself to be used. She turns away from the Trivid player and stalks past you. Let's keep moving. Okay. So I don't know if that's going to be enough now. But at least we can go and grab the stuff from the... from the garage here. Oh, a gold healing kit. Yeah. And a level 3 med kit? Let's go. 2 level 3 med kits? Awesome. Well worth killing 2 mooks. Okay, let's see. Is there any other... there's this room that we haven't looked at. But I think that's the only one that we haven't been able to interact with. Now I'm questioning just how much this cult spent on healthcare. Well, no, those were stolen from the park ranger. That was the park ranger's stuff that we were retrieving. Okay, so I don't want to go into the room with the giggling girls, unless we absolutely have to. I kind of wish we got some karma for that, though. Because I really need 2 more karma in order to get the dodge I need. Alright, we're going to have to speed through all this dialogue, because we're not here to... We've already gone through all this. Yes, Say nothing. This is still Glory's dialogue. She believes what she's saying. Knowing how the shrine's affecting her could help. Street etiquette. Shrine's whispering to her. Questioned him. Hero's evil. Yeah, we'll continue with that, even though I don't think it's the best option here. Hero's hurting the runaways. Oh, here we go. So we did get a new piece of dialogue. We didn't have this option before. When Glory lived here, he had her kill a man for his Trivid player. How can that be right? Marta blinks. She looks momentarily confused, and then you see the conviction clamp back down behind her eyes. That was a long time ago, and that man wanted to hurt the commune. We did what we had to do. So yes, of course we took it. Why let a perfectly good Tridio go to waste? Justify it however you like, Marta. I can't any longer. You're confused, Glory. Lost. But go on. Tell me how else Harrow is hurting us, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Corrupting you all. Child abuse. Harrow's brainwashed you. An outsider. Make the kids do something horrible. Harvesting the meat. Something else. Read the manifesto. Do that, yeah. Give us the amulet, it's the right thing to do. Wait, what? Why didn't we get the other dialogue option this time? Okay, I must have messed something up here. Let's try reloading. Because I for some reason it didn't give me the option to try and take the amulet this time. Maybe I was too rude? Because I really don't want to fuck this up. I want to get this... I want to get this good. And fortunately, since we've already done the dialogue, we can just kind of skip through most of this. Yeah, so say nothing. She believes what she's saying. How the shrine's affecting the mind. We spent too much time on this to not save her now. Yeah, I know. Street etiquette. Don't think she wants to hurt anyone. Shrine's whispering to her. You questioned him about what he's planning. Okay, yeah, let's not be offensive here. Harrow's hurting the runaways. Kill for Trivid. Gonna make the initiates do something bad. Taking his wives. Child abuse. Yeah, we'll talk about something else. Read the manifesto about charity, rules of living. Oh, hey, this is new. You feel the whispering again. Marta shakes her head to clear away the fog. You're right. Something strange is going on here. Things don't add up. I don't know why I'd never seen it before. What is wrong with me? It isn't you, it's this place. It gets into your head. It took a lot more than this to wake me up to it. So you'll give us the amulet? No, I can't go against Harrow's wishes. He told me never to take it off, and I won't. But I will come with you. If I can help save these kids from what's happening here, that's what I have to do. Okay, that's what we're here for. In that case, let's move on to the shrine room. I'll get you through the door. I won't let any more children come to harm. Okay, we're making progress. Did I get some more karma points, maybe? No. Oh, but we get new dialogue with this guy that isn't "you killed Marta." Marta, are these friends of yours? Yes, dear heart, they are. We all need to go have a word with Harrow now. You go to bed. You have a big day tomorrow. New mission, keeping her safe. Yeah, we are going to keep her safe. Actually, speaking of which, let's save real quick here. Yeah, now that we've actually gotten the outcome that we were looking for. Alright, Marta, open the friggin' door. As you step forward, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There's a strange lurching sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. That seems to have done it. Glory nods, then reaches into her satchel. Her hand comes back out, clutching a small jar. I'm gonna put a smear of this on your forehead. It's a sort of alchemical balm. Her voice goes quiet. Harrow taught me how to make it. She unscrews the cap from the jar, revealing a pale white ointment. The surface glitters strangely in the dim light. If you ever wondered where my share of the take from our jobs has gone, this is the answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. Holy shit. What does it do? The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak in this place. Things can bleed through. The balm is like a lens. It focuses your perceptions, makes the haze real. Marta cuts in. Her voice is full of wonder. It lets you commune with his servitors, the emissaries of our great master, the adversary. She applies a smear of ointment to her forehead. It looks like a glob of glittering white paint. Not the way I'd have put it, but yes. With this, we can deal with the spirit on its own level. I've only done this with Harrow before. He warned me never to try it without him. She shivers. There are strange things in the place we're about to visit. Whatever's waiting for us, we can handle it. She dips her finger back into the balm and traces it down your forehead. The ointment feels cool and oily on your skin. I know. She fishes in her bag a second time and pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. A rune-inscribed pendant dangles from each. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while we're dealing with the shrine, whatever you do. Put on the pendant. Got it. What about Marta? She touches a finger to the amulet that hangs around her neck. I'll be fine. This will work just as well. Glory puts on her own pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. I don't know what's going to happen when we step into that room, Cassie. We're playing with forces outside of our control. Are you ready to do this? Ready as I'll ever be. Marta smiles. Her eyes glitter with anticipation. I'm ready. There's a long pause before she speaks again. When she does, her voice sounds strained. At the very beginning of this thing, Cassie agreed that Harrow needed to die. Marta's eyes go wide. But from what I've seen here tonight, I suspect that he isn't the real power here anymore. She goes from looking shocked to aghast, then her cheeks flush red. Firstell belongs to Harrow, Glory. You know that. Everything here is his. It used to be, but I think that when he started relying on his shrine, he handed the spirit trapped inside of it the keys to the kingdom. She eyes Marta coolly. Your husband might think that he's in charge here, but he isn't. Not anymore. He's a servant, just like everybody else. The only difference is that he doesn't know it. Marta shakes her head from side to side. No, you're wrong, Glory. You don't know how wrong you are. If you want to save Harrow's life, stop arguing with me. What I'm trying to say is that I think we should change our plans. If Harrow isn't the real threat here, then we shouldn't prioritize killing him. We should try to rescue the cultists instead. What are you basing this on? What we saw with the initiate in the fridge. She jerks a thumb at Marta. Her general mindset and what she said about the sacrifices. Lots of little things, but they add up. Alright, so is there a way that we can deal with the shrine without hurting the cultists? She nods. Yes, rather than killing the spirit, we can attempt to purify it. That will clear its influence from their minds without hurting them. I think that if we purify the spirit, Firstel will die. We'll save all of the kids and the nightmare will end. But if we do that, Hera will get away. Yeah, Hera will get away. You promised me that you'd let him go. You promised. We actually did not promise. It's a great theory, Glory, but that's all it is. We don't know for a fact if any of what you just said is true. No, we don't. I think that it's likely, but we don't know for sure. I am so conflicted here. Like, this is Glory's run. This isn't, this is her business. Alright, well, if this is what Glory wants to do. Alright, we purify the spirit, rescue the cultists, and bail. We can worry about Hera later. She breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you, Cassie. I'd hate to do the wrong thing here. Now let's get moving. This ends tonight. Alright. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high, sibilant voices fills the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. The world lurches and everything goes black. Well, that doesn't seem great. I guess this isn't going to be the milk run we thought it was going to be. Yay. Slowly, you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back toward consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whispers in your ears. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. Shadowrunners never get their milk. No milk for Shadowrunners. As you attempt to struggle your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly, the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon. The blasted ruins of Firstel stretch out in all directions, as far as the eye can see. Is this astral space? No. Warily, she surveys your surroundings. We're someplace else. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. I don't have answers for you, but there's one thing that I am sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. Marta stares into the abyss, her mouth agape. This isn't right. This place, it doesn't normally look like this. When I came here with Harrow, it was all green fields and marble halls. Her voice goes quiet. It was so beautiful last time. It was a lie, Marta. What we're seeing now, this is the truth. Your truth, maybe. Her voice goes quiet. What I saw was real. So this place, whatever it is where we're going to find the spirit, right? Yes, it'll be here somewhere. Marta nods eagerly. You're right, I've seen it. In the heart of this place. That's where we'll find it. Alright. Who wants to put money on Marta betraying our ass? Because, I don't feel like she has our best interests at heart. Can we go through here? No. That's not a doorway, it's just a hole. Oh, those look like summoning spots. So that's not great. Or is this just where we move through to the next? Yeah, that's where we move through. Okay. Can't bet because you know the answer. Alright, well, we'll see how things go. Oh, those things are big and unfortunate. At least they missed. Their aim has not improved. Alright, a Seeker and a Mauler. Okay. Well, let's strip the Mauler. Alright, I'm glad that we got the high-end strip attack. Because that just got rid of all of his friggin' armor. And then... Can we hit him with a fire thing? How about a lightning thing? Our aim's not great from here. What does this one actually do? It just pierces armor. I can't get up to a defensible position right now. But I can make my way towards one. Glory? Oh, good. She can do a thing. Let's go with some armor stripping. Can I use this? I can't get far enough to get to do that. This will strip armor, though. There we go. Alright, and he's down to 1 armor. Alright. Let's get Marta under some cover. Okay, you guys didn't do anything. I'm cool with that. Wait, why is it a 70% chance of hitting with the lightning bolt? When he's literally right in front of me. Can I firebolt it, ball him? Okay, I think that's... okay, so that just contains the monster. But, I need to get into a defensible position. Alright, let's, get our ass over here. And then try and zap him. 66 is not a great chance of hitting. But it landed. Alright, Glory, you can deal with the Seeker here. Do we have any more armor stripping? Can I use... Oh, I can use this here. He is in range for this. Not a great chance of hitting, but it's 2-hit combo, so... Hey, very good. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of bleed on him. Oh, it's dead! We completely killed that one. Excellent. Okay, now, Marta. Let's see if you can, strip some more, AP from this thing. Why is it not affecting his AP? Alright, well, I guess we'll just use Acid Bolt. Oh, hey! That worked. Dang, Marta's awesome. Can we keep her? I hope we can keep her. Because she's, kind of a badass. Even though she, folded like a cheap lawn chair when we, fought her. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else in this area for us to interact with, so let's move forward. Okay, a Seeker, 2 Seekers and a Mauler this time. Alright, time to strip the Mauler again. And we can't Fireball, but we can Lightning Bolts. None of them are very good odds. So I guess we'll target the Mauler. Or miss, whatever. Glory! Okay, can we do the armor strip from here? No, we cannot. He's too far away. Okay. So, we'll use this one to strip armor. We can do that. Or miss. Whatever floats your boat. Marta, you need to stay alive. So let's get you undercover here. And we'll lightning bolt the Mauler. Mauler is big and ugly and makes me worried. Okay, well these Seekers are... Oh, dang it. The Seekers are in a position where I can't fireball them without hitting Glory. That's a bummer. What I can do, though, is... I don't want to fray armor. I want to strip their armor, but... there's no way I can do this without being a problem. Alright, well... Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do this then. Well, we got one. Can we... fire shot? Maybe? Alright, that worked. I got rid of that one. Then I guess we can Mana Bolt, because that will pierce his armor. Very good. Now Marta. Let's see, Mana Ball. We're not gonna Mana Ball, we're just gonna use our standard... well, I guess we could Mana Ball on the Mauler. Yeah, that works. 80% chance, that seems pretty good. Immune to something. What the fuck was that? Wait, it heals? Since when do they heal? Also, I still have no idea what this thing was aiming at. Because it shot the friggin' Mana Bolt over the wall over here. So I don't know if it just missed really badly or what, but... alright, so we've got the Mauler there. Are they in... They are not in fireball range of each other. Bummer. Alright, well, let's, actually, no, Glory can take care of the other one's armor. So let's just start picking at this Mauler here. Very good. And I guess a regular power bolt. Well... Actually, you know what? Let's see if Glory can, strip this guy's armor. Oh wait, oh no, our armor stripping things are on cooldown. Okay, so we're actually just gonna, yeah, we're gonna strip his armor. Okay. So let's use our compound attack. Well, sort of hit it. And a standard attack. Very nice, it's dead. Alright, and now we've just got the Mauler. Okay, Marta is on cooldown, so she's only got her standard attacks. Which both missed. Wonderful. At least that Mauler doesn't have a lot of movement and action options. So that's nice. Lightning bolts? Excellent. We didn't take any damage. Though the fact that it was shooting over here makes me wonder if there's supposed to be something over on this side of the room here. I guess not. That was real weird. Alright, well I guess it's time to go through into the next room. We haven't taken any damage so far, so that's nice. Alright, this looks like an awful shriny room to me. The thing hovering before you is hideous. Its broad chest is jacketed in scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmer with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackening bodies. At the sight of it, Marta falls to her knees. Tears stream down her cheeks, and she stares up at the spirit in whimpering supplication. Marta, we welcome you back to our domain, child. It speaks in a chorus of clear, lilting voices. You don't hear them so much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. You will remain silent until you are addressed. Do you understand? She nods mutely and clasps her hands to her chest. Ragged breaths heave out of her. She looks like a woman possessed. Good. The fluttering feeling swells, and you feel your knees go weak. Marta sobs with joy. Glory, welcome, child. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Glory steps forward, trepidation on her face. Standing before the towering form of the spirit, she looks frail and small. She takes a deep breath, steels herself, and speaks. I know what you were, spirit, before the adversary twisted you, before Harrow bound you into this rock. She drops a hand to the satchel at her side. I can help you to be that again. All that you need to do is let me. The spirit chuckles, a strange warbling sound that sends a shiver down your spine. We are not in need of help. We are our great master's servant, just as Harrow is, just as you are, despite your misguided attempts to cut away his love from your heart. The voices in your head soften, become sad, but the fluttering in your chest turns ugly, like the buzzing wings of a swarm of blowflies. You have mangled yourself beyond repair, and you did it to spite him. He, who was your greatest benefactor. You betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. Cut the shit, spirit. We all know what your master's love does to people. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn. You can hear the crack and pop of splintering vertebrae as its enormous head shifts on its shoulders. It fixes its cavernous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, slanders our great master, but we take no offense. Her words are like the babble of a newborn babe. She is ignorant of the truth. The spirit inclines its head towards you. If the noise continues, we will teach her, and the babble will cease. Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. She mouths out a word. Don't. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Firstel. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything that you want, child. All of this and more. I think this is a quiet time moment. That's a nice pitch, Spirit. You neglected to mention the price. The spirit leans toward her, clasping its hands. This will cost you nothing. A simple gesture, a trifle, a show of good faith. If you demonstrate your love for him, he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. Remove the protective ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking. Yours forevermore. Yeah, no, this is Glory's fight. I think it would not be wise to antagonize the deer man right now. Glory cranes her neck to look up at the reeking, cadaverous thing that looms over her. I had my own limbs hacked off to get away from the adversary. I paid somebody to do it. That's how badly I wanted to be free of your great master. Your offer is as pathetic as it was predictable. To be frank, I'm disappointed in you. The barnfire stench of the spirit thickens, and its antlers glow white. The heat radiating from the thing is like an oven, a kiln, a blast furnace. If you rebuke our great master a second time, I will chew what's left of you into mulch. The marrow from your bones will nourish the garden. Excuse me. I promise you this, child. I promise it. I've always loved how mages are like, what, the spirit that is the literal devil is bad and is tricking me? No, it can't be. Yeah. Giant evil demon just offered, please take off your ward. It'll be good, I promise. Yeah, no. It's, yeah, it's not great, but people are frequently swayed by power, unfortunately. I have a better idea. She dips a hand into her satchel and produces a ceremonial dagger. The blade shimmers eerily in the light. We're going to purify you, spirit, and after we've finished, you'll help us rescue those kids. The spirit cackles. Very well, child. If pain is what you seek, we will bring it to you. Amusingly, you can have him as a spirit mentor in Shadowrun. Huh. I mean, if the giant horned demon was a hot woman, I'd fall for it. Yeah, I have a feeling there are probably a lot of people that would. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift, straining against the ligaments and tendons that bind them. A hideous cracking sound fills the air as its skeleton splinters and pops. As you watch, the spirit's body begins to rupture. Great lesions open up in the creature's chest and back, and its rib cage cracks from some horrible internal pressure. The spirit's chest heaves, and a foul liquid pours from the rips in its flesh. A flash of light stabs your eyes, and when your vision clears, you find 3 identical spirits floating before you. Death comes in many forms, child. The fluttering sensation in your chest grows into a rasping pain that steals the breath from your lungs. It feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. Okay, question. Does Glory have a dedicated item for this? Nope, that's the adrenal pump and adrenal injection. Hold the spirit's ultimate power? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so Glory does not have a dedicated ability for using the Purifying Dagger. Oh, okay. Yeah. So since Glory doesn't have a dedicated item for this, I assume that means that we're okay to, try and just blow them up. But that said there was... Oh, there's the third one. Hiding behind the wall like a little bitch. Okay. I don't see any ley lines here. So that sucks. Let's get behind cover. And let's strip this boy. Good, good. Now, Glory, it's your turn to do some stuff. Try to do some AP damage to this thing. Okay, not bad. Oh, I do actually control Mardai. Okay, that's good. Let's get her under cover. And try and zap this fucker. Alright, doesn't look like we... What the fuck? Okay. I guess they can just teleport wherever they want. A figure materializes out of shadow. The form is wispy and insubstantial, a projection of a man, distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze, you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome, with sculpted features and an unnaturally youthful complexion. His expression is sad. Harrow. Oh, he's a fuckboy. Glory! The voice is deep but faint and marred by echoes. It sounds as if he's shouting from the far end of a long tunnel. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. I've come to put an end to this place, Harrow. This place and your pathetic, sickening cult. And you, Marta? He turns his head to stare at her, a sad smile on his face. I've given you everything. Will you repay my love with betrayal? As she tries to respond, her voice catches in her throat. I'm with Glory, Harrow. I would never hurt you, but this has to end tonight. The projection of Harrow sighs. Betrayal it is, then. Very well. I'll talk about you in my podcast. The air all around him begins to pulse with scintillating bursts of color. His rippling, transparent form glows with heat from within. You brought this upon yourselves. Is he on the board? I don't think he is. I think he's just a cutscene thing. Oh wait, no, there he is, Harrow. Are we supposed to not murder Harrow? Alright, which one did I hurt? Wait, this one has no armor. Wait, do none of them have armor? Did stripping one of them of armor strip all of them? Interesting. Alright, can my fireball hit 2 of them? Yes, it can. And without hitting Glory. Dang, okay. I guess that means 2 of them are illusions. Or no, maybe not illusions, but not super strong. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Anyways, Glory. Let's see. This one. Only 1 landed hit? I thought I got 2. Okay, whatever. Oh no, this is the one. Fray Armor. That's the one that does 2 hits. Okay. Alright, we'll just use the standard hit. That's not bad, and he's bleeding for a lot of damage now, which is pretty good. Marta is still pretty good right now. I don't think we can do a mana bolt thing that's gonna hit both. No, I can only hit one of them. Bummer. What does Mana Ball do? Ongoing damage. Okay. So let's nail the one that is on Glory. Very good. Ow. We need some help. What are they doing to her every turn? They're hitting her with some kind of effect that doesn't seem to have an actual effect on her, but I don't know what it's doing. So first things first, heal your wounds. Very good. Next, dang it, her mana ball is not functional right now. So let's just shoot a bolt at the far one. Oh wait, no, the far one's hard to hit. I guess you. Good. Dang it, my fireball's on cooldown. Alright, well, they're both pretty low. Glory has 2 enemies in proximity, which means she can use her adjacent target attack. Or miss. You know, whatever. There we go. Oh, hey! That worked. Weakened, the spirit's form flickers and sparks. The burning coals that cling to its body fall off in clumps, and its searing antlers begin to cool. The chorus of lilting voices warbles and shrieks as its body transmogrifies into something else. Through the haze, you can see Harrow's eyes go wide. At once, his rippling silhouette begins to fade back into the shadows from whence it came. His body becomes insubstantial. Go ahead and run, you fucking coward. Run back to the real world and whatever hole you crawled out of. We'll catch you. Shadows in the shape of a man smile back at you. The distance in his voice has increased. It sounds like he's shouting from miles away. I don't think so. You don't even know where the real me is, Glory. Oh, don't worry. We'll find you. We're good at that sort of thing. The projection flashes you a condescending grin. Believe whatever you like, fool. It won't do you any good. Years from now, I'll still be doing what I do, and you will have accomplished nothing. Go ahead, Harrow. Try to set up another cult. You won't get far before I hunt you down. The projection chuckles. The sound is thin and hollow. You know better than that, but nothing makes me happier than the sound of you lying to yourself. Goodbye, Glory. The shadow slowly dissipates, and Harrow is gone. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Glory continues staring for a long moment at the spot where the projection of Harrow vanished. Her expression is unreadable. Slowly, she turns away. The spirit's writhing form continues its transformation. Twisted claws buckle, break, and reform. Charred bone begins to heal. The barn fire stench of it slowly dies away, replaced by an array of more pleasant smells. Oak and pine and mineral oil, rustic feasts, and mulled wine. As it cools, the spirit raises its head. Its body is as shaky as a newborn foal's. What has happened to us? What have we done? I think this is a Glory conversation. What have you done? Terrible things, Spirit. Loathsome, unforgivable things. Well, we're in an ad break, so we'll get back to those unforgivable things in 3 minutes, so stick around. Okay, let's continue. What have you done? Terrible things, Spirit. Loathsome, unforgivable things. You've corrupted children, turned them into killers. You've been a party to violence, torture, and the desecration of corpses. You've created monsters. The spirit cringes, shaking its great head from side to side. It doesn't speak, but a low rumbling sound emanates from somewhere deep in its chest. Unpleasant to think about, isn't it? But you have to, Spirit. You can't run from what you've done. Your actions are a part of you, whether you like it or not. The rumbling sound turns into a tormented howl. The noise conjures images of mourning mothers and caged animals, screeching orphans and dying men. It is a sound of pure, unmitigated despair. Glory takes a step toward the giant creature. Listen to me, Spirit. I need your help. We're here to rescue the cultists of Furstel, the street kids whose minds you touched. We're getting them out of here before the adversary can do to them what it did to you. The spirit stares at Glory for a long moment. Finally, it dips its head in a nod. Yes, we will help you. Yeah, let's not interfere. I'll be damned. Something's gone right for a change. The spirit bows its head. We have withdrawn ourselves from the minds of the people here. They are themselves again. Thank you. We'll take our leave of you now. The heart of Furstel's head jerks up in alarm. Wait, we wish to do more. We have much to atone for, as you said. Just what do you hope to do? Make amends. Heal the sick and the wounded. Bring them the succor of hearth and home. But we can do nothing without your help. We are still bound to this shrine, anchored here. We cannot leave without your assistance. Tell us what you need us to do. We need an appropriate vessel to carry us out of the rock. Something touched by magic, but more dead than alive. It dips its head. Do you have anything that can help us? Gingerly, she reaches up and wraps a hand around the protective ward that hangs around her neck. Yes, I think that I do. This is Glory's decision. Not our place to interfere. With a single motion, she snaps the chain. The pendant falls to the floor. The heart of Furstel lowers its eyeless head, then traces an elaborate gesture into the air. A warm glow envelops it, and a similar glow spills from Glory. There is a bright flash, and the spirit is gone. Glory, are you okay? Slowly, she rises. She looks you in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face. What was that thing that just happened? Oh, have we not managed to purify the spirit yet? She looks you in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face. I can feel it. The spirit. It's bound to me now. So what does that mean for us? Can the spirit help us, like it said? See for yourself. She raises an arm, and you feel a burst of warmth and comfort in your chest. It wants to help people, to heal them. It wants redemption, just like I do. Together, maybe we'll find it. Behind your eyes, your vision starts to twist. It feels as though you're being turned inside out. Time to go. With the spirit's link to the adversary severed, this entire reality is falling apart. See you in the real world, Glory. Yeah, she offers you a grateful smile. I'll see you there. And I think we saved Marta. Slowly, you swim back to consciousness. Struggling to your feet, you find Glory already standing and alert. I can feel them. The spirit set them free, but they're trapped somewhere here in the complex. The initiates, you mean? Yes, and others. She surveys the room, a worried expression on her face. We need to find them and get out of here. The connection between this compound and wherever we were is breaking down. As that place disintegrates, more and more things are spilling through. Like rats fleeing a sinking ship. She nods. And it's only a matter of time before Furstel is consumed too. Look in that corner there. You can already see it's happening. I'll take your word for it. Let's move. What corner? Is there anything to interact with here? Is there something in this corner we can interact with? No. Oh, maybe she means this thing. This pile over here. Alright, but I think it's time for us to, bail out. I think we know where we need to go. Because there's only one room that we did not check out. Yep, I was right. As you kick the door open and stumble forward into the room, you find yourself surrounded by a sea of teenage faces. I guess 3 counts as a sea now. Initiates, all huddled together and trembling. With the spirit's influence cleared from their minds, they look frightened and lost, like kids who've had their security blankets torn away. Glory steps forward. When she speaks, her voice is gentle. Come on, all of you. We're taking you to safety, someplace far away from here. A scrawny teenager in a ratty coat stares at Glory's chrome, his mouth hanging slack. His voice cracks when he speaks. What happened to you? Your arms. Something that you'll never need to worry about. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Marta cradles her head in her hands. Yes, let's. You thread your way through the trees of the Seanbuck Forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno that concerned Furstel is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage in her path. Marta shepherds the shell-shocked initiates along behind you, doing what she can to keep them calm and moving. The fire is moving fast, but you're faster. As Marta helps the last of the kids into the van, you put the vehicle in gear and punch the accelerator. The burning ruin of Furstel recedes into the distance, a glowing speck in the rearview mirror. The peace and safety of the cruise bazaar lie ahead. Alright, we did it! We saved Marta! And we got 2 more karma. Oh, and we still have some more shit that we need to do. Alright, but we do have 5 karma here that we can play with. Which means we should be able... Oh no, we can't get 5 dodge yet because we don't have enough quickness. But I'm pretty sure that was what I was planning on grabbing next anyways. I kind of want 5 intelligence, to be honest. But it's not as useful. And we don't get another... Congrats on getting the good ending. Thanks. But yeah, we can't get another etiquette without upgrading charisma to 8, which is a lot of karma. So I think for now, I'm going to up my quickness. So then we can up our dodge next. Good. Let's save here. Alright, so that's been taken care of. Let's talk to Samuel, see how the folks are getting along. How's Alex? Adjusting with difficulty. Okay, how's Silk? Okay, so nothing new. Let's go talk to Glory. And the rest of our merry band of idiots. As you approach Blitz, any thoughts about that last run? No? Okay, so nothing new with Blitz. Gotta pet Dante. Iger, how's it hanging? Alright. Glory. Glory stands, an introspective look on her face. At the sound of your approach, she turns to face you. She nods at you. Thank you for your help at Forstel. I couldn't have done it without you. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk with you about that. After the things that we saw in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Cassie. I'm listening. Harrow got away, just like you said he would. She frowns. Yes, and he's already putting distance between himself and the Seanbuck Forest. How do you want to go about tracking him? Finding Harrow is going to be a full-time job. I can't track him down while we still have a great dragon hanging over our heads. After we've dealt with Vauclair and the Firewing, I'll devote myself wholeheartedly to finding that bastard and finishing this. But for now, we need to keep our eyes on the road ahead. Okay, so I think we're done with this quest then. What did you wind up doing with the cultists that we rescued? Did you send them to Samuel? No, he has enough to worry about keeping the people of the Cruise Bazaar safe. Those kids that we rescued, they've been damaged by Harrow's philosophies. They can get better, but it's going to take time. Trying to integrate them into our society too quickly would be dangerous. So where'd they go? I took them to the talismonger, Algernon. He said that he knew a place where they could get help. It won't be easy for them, or quick, but they'll get better in time. Okay, how are things going between you and Marta? She smiles sadly. They aren't. I'm glad that she's still alive. In time, she'll heal. But she has a lot of unwanted baggage to deal with. A lot of psychological trauma from the time she spent with Harrow. She still worships him, you know? It was all that I could do to keep her from running off after him. So where is she? Somewhere here in the Cruise Bazaar? No, I offered, but she wouldn't come. She still thinks of cities as places that she needs to save people from. I don't know where she's going to wind up. I don't even think that she does. But when she gets there, she'll reach out to me. That much she promised. She looks away. Let's talk about something else, Cassie. I'd rather not dwell on this if I don't have to. Alright. Anytime, Cassie. And thanks again. I mean that. Okay. Oh, we got an achievement for completing Glory's storyline. We got a job to prepare for? Yeah, okay. Wait, do I have achievements for anyone else's storyline? Oh, there are a lot of achievements. So we completed Glory's. Would you like to know about the other ending to the quest? Sure. What's the other ending? Okay, so the only individual achievement that we've gotten is Glory's. That means that we haven't actually finished with Iger, and certainly not Blitz, or even Dietrich for that matter. Huh. Alright, we have no unread messages. Anything new? Just the Aztec run. Yeah, we still need 10k. Nothing new in the BBS. No new pay data. And no level ups at the moment. Amsel. You got anything new for me? Oh, here we go. I sent a man named Corin to talk to you. He runs things in a neighboring Keys. They're on hard times, and I promised them some rations. Ah, Corin of the Rabengeister. Yes, in fact, I received a message from this man just a short while ago. If this is your wish, I will work with Samuel to coordinate a shipment of surplus rations to Gessenbrennen. I did hear about Gennari's missing shipments, by the way. If we are to aid Corin, then I trust that our misunderstandings with the Rabengeister have been resolved. Yes, and I hope we've made some new allies as well. Today it's Gessenbrennen on hard times, but tomorrow it might be the Cruise Bazaar. Or, yes, we shouldn't need to worry about the Rabengeister anymore. Extra rations are a small price to pay to keep our shipments secure. Yeah, let's go with the first one, new allies. A wise move, Cassie. I think Monica would be proud. Very well, I shall make the arrangements. I'm glad you were able to retrieve Gennari's shipment without needless violence. Good work. Let's see. Do we have any questions of the Cruise Bazaar? No, I think we've got all that covered. Okay. If you forsake saving people in favor of hunting down Harrow, he sticks around to gloat, thinking glory will be under his control after taking in the spirit, only for her to kill him, and the dark energies to corrupt the spirit that's inside her now. She gets evil claw attack instead of healing power, but it's implied she's being controlled just like Harrow was. Oh. Interesting. I'm glad we got the good route. Alright. Well, we still got one more job before the plot can advance. Namely, the Aztec job. So let's head on over. Yeah, here we go. Assemble the team and travel to the OTK International offices to tap Knight Errant Communications in preparation for your run against Aztec. So you're gonna see the end of the quest, but gotta sleep, have fun on the runs. Yeah, no worries, Lemon. Thanks for coming, and hope you have a good rest. Let's see. Oh, I can only take one person with me. Oh yeah, so what does she actually have now as her... She doesn't have any spells. So I'm not sure what her actual... I'm not sure what abilities she got from that. He doesn't show me what her actual abilities are here. But honestly, I like using Iger, because Iger is awesome. Oh, I can take more than one. Okay. So yeah, let's take Iger, Glory, and Blitz, because I want to see what Glory can do now. Ordinarily, I would take Dietrich, but if Glory has healing power now, then I think she'll actually just be straight up more useful than Dietrich. Alright. OTK International is a small-time software developer, and it shows. The company's main office is crammed up against the back wall of a massive shared office park surrounded by competing businesses and larger corporations. A steady trickle of dead-eyed wage slaves flows in and out of the complex. The office park's main entrance is overflowing with hired security, but your forged keycard gets you past them easily enough. A few minutes later, you're walking the winding corridors toward OTK International. You're only a few smashed computers away from putting Amsel's plan into motion. I love Dietrich, but it's hard to use him since I usually play Elven Shamans. Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case. Honestly, Shamans, I'm not really fond of in these games, because I'm not a big fan of risk-reward abilities, like the summons. Because while the summons are strong, having the not insubstantial chance of them turning against you is kind of big if it happens. And I find that to be unreliable. Okay, we are fully loaded out. Look at all our awesome stuff. Glory, yep, has her claws and whatnot. Oh, she's got room for another something? I guess I might be able to actually give her another weapon if I had one, but I don't. A player shaman goes super hard into buffs and your charisma helps keep them in line. Yeah, I guess, but even still. And Blitz has got his stuff going on. Oh, so Blitz... Oh, I can give Blitz stuff. Okay, let's give Blitz... You know what? Let's give Blitz a gold kit. Just in case. Also, the best way to play a face? Yeah. Passing through the main doors of OTK International, you find yourself in a stretch of industrial hallway. Apparently, the company is too small to warrant such amenities as a lobby or a greeting area. The rest of your team is waiting for you at OTK's side entrance, outside of the office park and beyond the reach of building security. Letting them in should be as easy as opening a service door. It's never that easy. Okay. Reunite with your team, destroy the comlink software. Yeah, strangely enough, in my Pathfinder game, I'm weirdly the face, despite the fact that I am a very unusual goblin. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh. As you pass by the open door, you see a middle-aged wage slave working at a console. His back is facing the doorway, and he doesn't seem to have noticed you. He's a liability. Sneak up behind him. You begin creeping toward the wage slave. He's so engrossed in his work that he doesn't seem aware of anything else. Just over halfway across the room, the wage slave's body tenses. He begins to turn in his seat. Oh, good, we got enough quickness for this. Duck and hide behind the nearest desk. The wage slave completes his turn. He stares blankly out the door for a moment, then shakes his head. He mutters something about needing to get more sleep, rubs his eyes, and returns to work. Continue sneaking. Oh, darn it. We don't have enough close combat to choke him out. You resume creeping across the room. Seconds later, you're right behind him. I would feel bad just breaking his neck. Maybe he'll let us knock him out. Let's tap him on the shoulder. The wage slave simultaneously leaps out of his chair and attempts to whirl toward you. His knee smashes into the corner of his desk and he goes crashing to the ground, wailing. Offer him your hand to help him up. Sorry to startle you. I'm new here and I just wanted to introduce myself. We're new here and we only are showing up now in the middle of the night? He reaches up with a scowl and clasps your hand. Slowly and painfully, he pulls himself to his feet. You're gonna give somebody a heart attack sneaking around like that. Not the best way to make a first impression. He rubs his knee with a scowl. Alright, new lady, what's your name? Julie, I'm a contractor. Look, I've been here for 36 hours, and I was supposed to clock out 45 minutes ago. Do you need something from me? Because if you don't, I'm out of here. Oh good, he can just leave. Nice. Nothing that can't wait until morning. You go get some rest. You look like you could use it. Yeah, crunch time again. Gotta love it. With a keystroke, he locks the console and turns for the door. We're not gonna attack him now. Good night, pal. Oh good, we gained karma for letting him leave alive. Bye-bye. Alright. Okay, so that's a door that goes somewhere. I don't necessarily want to go there yet, because the target is over on the left there. So let's check out this room. Warning, authorized access only. Unauthorized individuals will be fired upon. The drone's weapons begin tracking you. Yeah, let's not deal with that right now. Let's wait until we have Blitz on our hands. Alright, let's open this door. Ooh, lots of stuff that we can touch. The filing cabinets have all been labeled in neat block printing by hand. They're all locked, okay? A well-used calendar is hung on the wall, covered in notes and appointments. June the 29th has been circled about half a dozen times. The bookshelf is neatly organized and alphabetized. On the upper shelf is a framed picture of a young blonde girl with braces and a huge smile stretching across her face. The board is arranged in a grid of names and tasks, most of which seem to be in the completed category. In the corner is a note, Lucy B-Day 2s, do not forget. The desk before you is well kept. The papers are stacked neatly, the drawers are closed, and the terminal is shut off. Search the drawers. The contents of the drawers make it clear that his desk belongs to a supervisor of some sort, a Mr. Stephen Williams, according to the nameplate. You find plenty of employee performance evaluations, schedules of upcoming meetings and deadlines, and other decidedly uninteresting files and papers. One of the drawers, however, is locked. Let's investigate it. Oh, we got an intelligence check here. The drawer appears to be secured by some sort of electronic lock. The desk itself, however, looks relatively flimsy. You might be able to force it open. Examine it further. There's no visible keyhole, no input pad, and no card reader. The lock must be controlled through the computer terminal. Okay, let's turn it on. Terminal boots up quickly. Please log in. Enter username. It was S. Williams. Enter password. Shit, we don't have a password. 1234. Incorrect username and password, yeah. Okay, we'll be back when we have Blitz with us. Now that we know that we can actually do something there. Oh, let's open this door. Oh, there's a vent. I don't know if we still have our robot. I don't know if our robot died. Oh, a locked door. 2 locked doors. Oh, a jack. That's good. Alright, we can pop that door. Just get some more, openings here. Is this where our guys are? Hey, there they are. We have reunited with our team. Is there anything interesting out here? Oh, and we have our robot. Nice. I wasn't sure if we would, have access to our robot. Oh. Standing in the hallway is a janitor, a tired-looking woman in her mid-30s. She's staring at you, her eyes wide with surprise. You can't help but notice the alarm panel set into the wall just behind her. With a flick of her wrist, she could make your job infinitely more complicated. Oh, excuse me, you startled me there. A look of confusion crosses the janitor's face as her eyes flit from you to your teammates to the door that you just let them in through. You're suddenly aware of how very out of place you look in this building, and the furrow in the janitor's brow tells you that she's made the same observation. Who are you exactly, and how did you get into this building? Oh, we do have the right etiquette for this. I'm new. They just brought me in as a QA tester for the Ares project. Oh, well, welcome aboard. From what I've heard about QA testing, I don't envy you. The guys back in the server room will appreciate your presence, I'm sure. Thanks. I'm just glad to be here. Things are rough out there, and it's nice to have a job. She nods grimly. You're telling me. My husband has been unemployed for over a year now. He takes care of the kids, so that's something, but money's pretty tight. She gestures towards the open door. Well, step right on in and head to Mandy in reception. She'll get you logged into the system so that you can clock in and out. The janitor smiles at you warmly. Clearly, either the janitor is a moron, or she realizes that not playing along is going to get her killed. Thank you, you've been a great help. Cool, and we got a karma for not murdering the janitor. Yeah, the drone's super not suspicious at all. Etiquettes are also busted. Yeah, well, there's a reason you put points into charisma. Okay. I feel like once we jack in, things are going to get real. So I think it would be better to deal with the locked desk first. Actually, is there another... Oh, there is a yellow thing there behind the drones. Okay. Alright, so let's turn on the terminal. Oh, okay. I was wondering why this was still red, but yes, we have another option here to have our Decker crack it. Logged in as S. Williams. Good. Unlock the drawer. With a sharp clicking sound, the maglock releases and the drawer pops open. Among the various other items in the locked drawer, you find the supervisor's ID badge. Nice, nice. Okay, can we get into the file cabinets with it? No, they're still locked. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's jack in. And hopefully we can disable all of the security systems. Select a Decker. We only got one Decker. Good. Oh, looks like we've got some company here. Let's see, where's my... That's my AoE. Can I hit 2 targets with it? I can. Very good. Oh, these guys have a lot of health. Ow. Okay, let's, I guess, just make standard attacks. Dang it. What's it doing? Charging. Okay, well, we don't want that to happen. He's at such low health that, one hit will do it. If I can just hit it. There we go, that's what I wanted. Now, let's hit this one with erosion. Good. And then... I guess I can use my it's a bit of a waste of an AoE, but, it is more damage than our standard hits. Stop shooting me! Heals. Good. Let's pop him. Good. And then we can deal with these guys. Or this one guy, I guess. Oh, is all of this just for the executive door? I was hoping that it was going to disable the drones. Good, we got it. Good. Executive door is unlocked. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. So let's get the heck out. Aw, we can't get through this one? Why not? But I wanna. Oh, darn it. Oh well. I think we've basically done everything else here anyways. Halt! This is a restricted area. The guard raises his weapon. His voice is brimming with excitement. Show me your ID, now. Good thing we went to the desk first, I guess. Yeah, it's right here. He squints at your badge, scowling. After a few seconds, he lowers his weapon. Sorry to have bothered you, ma'am. You're cleared to be here, but stay where I can see you, and don't leave this room. Don't worry, I won't. Not gonna comment about the rest of the mooks? Oh, can we, jack in? Are the mooks gonna be mad at this? Okay. So far, so good. Oh. Company and right on my ass, too. Alright. How about a present? That didn't do nearly as much as I was hoping. Fortunately, they can't hit worth a shit. Let's get over here. Let's see. Let's nail this one with an erosion. And how are we looking? We're pretty good still. So let's just keep, pepping. Hitting him. Stop shooting at me. Alright, well that one's dealing with the, does this do damage over time? No, only the erosion does. Alright, so let's deal with this thing. It's right in our face. There we go. Pretty hard to miss at that range. Let's do a heal while we're here. Hit it with an erosion. Damn it. Alright, I guess we're gonna pepper it. Oh, goody. Even more. Where did we come from? We came from down here. Alright. So there's two paths from here that we can go through. Alright. I guess I'll start shooting. Ow. Erosion on the far one. Nice, nailed it. One more hit should take out that one. Very good. And then I can just start pinging this one. If I can hit it. Yeah, I don't understand exactly how this alarm state stuff works. Alright, well... I guess we'll go through... You know what, let's go through... Oh wait, no, I can't even get to the far door right now, so, let's get to this one first. Oh, look. Ow! Oh great, and that one's got a charge ability. Alright, let's AoE these guys. Very good. Nail this one with erosion. And then I guess, pick them off. Good. Okay, that one's charging its laser, which I'm not thrilled with. got such a low chance of hitting it that I'm better off just peppering this one. And then getting behind some cover. Does any of this shit give me cover? I suppose this kind of does. Okay, so it still needs one more turn to actually fire off what it's doing. Alright, so let's get around here. Oh! More company. Great. Let's nail him with an erosion. Fuck. Blaster. That's something. Shit. And I'm out in the open, too. That's bad. Alright, let's heal. Get under cover. And start peppering this guy. Okay, now we got our AoE back. Let's nail them both. Very good. Erode. Good. And I should be able to finish him. Excellent. Let's get the data server. Oh, we completed the destroy the thingy. I didn't realize that's what I was doing in here. I thought that it meant that in a more literal sense. Alright, well, I want to see what's down this other path while we're here. Okay. Wasn't expecting you, but, that's fine. We can heal up. And then... Wait, why can't I... Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay. I guess this should hit them? Oh, this one's beside me. I didn't even notice that. Okay. That's annoying. That puts me in a real bad position here. Still, at least their aim fucking sucks. And my aim also really sucks, it seems. Seriously? I missed 3 out of 4 at point-blank range. Blitz, my man, what are you doing? Ah, dang it, I can't use my AoE because there's no ground where I can do that. Alright, that's fine. Hit it with erosion, and then we'll just pick at it. Good. More company. But I do like the look of financial data server. Can I actually hit these guys? Maybe. Let's try. Very nice. And then I guess I'll shoot at this one. Come on, just roll over and die. Good, and then let's get over here. Gets us a little bit of cover at least. And it lets us pop our AoE again. Very good. Have I taken any damage? Maybe a little bit. Very good. Alright, one left. Okay, come on. Excellent. Let's hit the financial data. Alright, we got some pay data and a karma point. Alright. We can get some moolah. And then I guess we need to get the heck out of here. Alright, what if we take a look over here? Drone Control Center. The guard wheels to face you. Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you that those doors were off limits. Ease down, I'll do what I need to do from here. Alright, what is this one? Oh, it won't actually let me. Interesting. What if I open this one? Okay, I guess the drones aren't gonna kill us because we've done what we needed to do. I guess we should, leave. Thanks, janitor, for, not being a nuisance. I'm glad we didn't have to murder you. Alright, I guess we go. Wow, we didn't have to kill a single person. Fancy that. The U-Bahn ride home is smooth and uneventful. The high-ups at OTK International must be scrambling to try and recover their losses. It's only a matter of time before they make the call and Amsel's compromised data is uploaded to Knight Errant's comlinks. You're going to be rolling into Az technology with one hell of an advantage. Not bad for a night's work. Okay, and we got a whole bunch more karma. That puts us at 7. Which means we could get one step closer to another etiquette. Or could increase my dodge. I think... I'm not sure if investing 15 karma in getting one more etiquette is the best use of my karma. So let's take a dodge. Because etiquettes are very good, but that's a lot of karma points to get one more. Alright, Blitz. Any thoughts? No. Hey Dietrich, how's it going? Any updates on Alex? Nope. Any thoughts on the last run? Nope. Okay. We've got some pay data we have to put up. Any new keywords? No. Post pay data. Good. Iger, how are you doing? Any thoughts on the run? Nope. Okay. Alright, Paul. Cassie, a job well done as usual, and the plan has worked swimmingly, I might add. I'm already patched into the Knight Errant comm system. If and when they summon their high threat response team, I will know it. As soon as you're finished resupplying, I'd recommend heading directly to the Jewel district. I take it that's where the Azzy facility is? Amsel nods. That is correct. The Azzies control the majority of the district, and you will find their research facility at the heart of it. Considering the level of security that Az Technology is running, I wouldn't count on medical evac being available on this run. In fact, I'd be against it. That means that if anyone falls unconscious in there, they'll be buried when the building collapses. Obviously, you can't let that happen. I'd suggest stocking up on medical supplies before leaving the cruise bazaar. No medevac for this run. Got it. Oh, one last thing, Cassie. Frau Mueller sent me a message while you were on the OTK run. She says that when you reach the sub-basement of the facility, you'll find a security door. This door's maglocks can be opened via a voice print recognition system. Apparently, Frau Mueller surreptitiously recorded your meeting. She claims that she has added your voice print to the Az Technology database. What does that mean for me? If our client is to be believed, you will have the necessary access to open the door. The rest of your team, however, will not. When you reach the door, I'd recommend grouping up. Only you can open it, and there's no saying what you'll find on the other side. Frau Mueller didn't tell you? Unfortunately, no. Since your meeting, her messages have been erratic. In truth, I'm not sure that she knows, but she was very clear about one thing. You're going to have to get past that door to reach the generators. Go now, Cassie. We need to strike while the iron is hot. I'm on it. Alright, we are quite well stocked on medkits. Oh, we never actually got a chance to see what Glory's capable of now. Okay. Alright, let's assemble the team and travel to Az Technology's Berlin compound to sabotage their bloodline research project. We'll take with us Glory, Blitz, and Iger. Sorry, Dietrich, but you're hanging back. Az Technology, a giant in the world of technological and magical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of Az Technology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of an Azzy pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Zitadelle Spandau, and countless other, more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Jewel district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Azzies are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. Okay, Cassie's all loaded out. Glory's all loaded out. You can borrow my trauma kit there. Okay. The Jewel District is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all descriptions crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all of the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians. Nothing but silence. Quiet out here. A friend of mine did a job here once. Told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently, the buildings are all linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days, the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunshine. That ain't living, it's a slow death. He shakes his head. I just don't get wage slaves, man. I really, really don't. Alright, and with that said, I think that that's a good place for us to save and call it for the night. Because it is midnight now. So we are going to call it there. Oh, thank you everyone for coming. Next week we will get into the Aztec run, and then we are going to be off to towards the end game, I think, since we will have enough money to pay Alice. Yeah, we're now that my vacation week is sadly over, we're back to the usual schedule. So tomorrow we're going to be continuing with Monster Train, then Thursday will be more Digimon, and Friday will be more Pathfinder. So lots of good stuff to look forward to this week. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If you haven't joined my Discord server yet, link is down below the stream. I post all of my announcements there, including my stream announcements and weekly schedules, along with any new artwork that I get. So if that's something that interests you, definitely check that out. You can also request things. If there are any games you want to see me play, or any redeems you want to see added, or just anything you think would improve the stream, feel free to drop it in the server. And thanks, Aware. I much appreciate it. Yeah, it was really nice. Just kind of spent a couple of days with my folks, and it was just a nice chill time. But yes. So thank you everyone for coming. Much appreciate having you guys here. I know how difficult it is to find the time for to dedicate to a few hours of anything. So it's much appreciated. Oh shit, looks like we're going into an ad break, but I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Monster Train. See y'all later.